Capturing portraits with Christmas lights is our topic on Luminar Coffee Break. Let's see what we can accomplish in 10 minutes or less, starting now. Well, hello everyone. Glad you could join us today. Now, our topic today is really cool because Christmas is coming up and or the holiday season. And if you want to get beautiful portraits of your loved ones or your family members in front of lights, whether it's Christmas trees or some really festive lighting stuff in the background, watch this video from Sherry Hagerman from ClickCon. So we were fortunate that the whole Skylum team got to go to Chicago, and we met up with Sherry, and she did this amazing photo walk. And while we were there, I wanted to share some of her insights on how she captures portraits, with Christmas trees. All right, so let me roll the video for you.
Hey guys, this is Sherry Hagerman. We are at the ClickCon Christmas in Chicago photo walk presented by Skylum. We did a nice thing here in Chicago. We're going to talk a little bit about some tips and tricks for nighttime photography of Christmas lights. When you're working with Christmas lights, usually want to get that nice bokeh effect, so make sure that you're getting your shutter wide open. If you can be at a 1.4, a 1.8, a 2.8, those are perfect settings for that. We're going to use an off-camera flash like you're seeing here today, and we're going to use that to light up your subject. So use your camera to light up your background and your light to light up your subject. From there, a couple poses that you can do with dancers. When you're working with the dancer, make sure that their hands are actually in the right position and their legs are nice and straight when they're doing their kicks. Ballet dancers should know, if they're seasoned, they should know the right positions to hit for you. So giving them a little direction is okay to do. As if you want to watch and you want to screen over here at Rebecca, you'll see her doing her thing, and I've only been giving her small tidbits of information. Getting the subject back off the tree is going to create a little bit more bokeh effect for you. So stay tuned a little later, and we'll show you some other things when we head over to the water tower place as well.
Well, guys, I hope you were able to see that closer. That was awesome. And I love what she said. Use the camera to light the background. In other words, you expose for the element you can't control. We can't control the Christmas trees. We can't control the ambient light in the background. So you take a photo of that first, and that means the subject is going to be really dark. Now you introduce light, whether it's continuous light or if it's strobe, you introduce that light and you use the light to light up the subject, not the background, the subject. So when you're using a flash, you can go as low as a 30th of a second because the flash will freeze the subject, and then the background itself may be a little bit blurry, which is something you may want. If you want that shutter speed to be above, let's say 160th of a second, dealing with flash, then you may have to up your ISO or the power of the light. That's entirely up to you. The simplest thing to do, put the subject in front of the Christmas tree or in front of the lights, snap a shot to make sure that the lights look beautiful. Now introduce light, and I personally use a light meter to where you would measure the light, and each time it would tell you what you need to set the flash to or the power, or what you need for your ISO to make everything in proper exposure. If you don't have a light meter, then it's trial and error. Take a picture. If it's too dark, up your ISO. Take another picture. Still too dark, up your ISO. Or increase the power of the light until it looks balanced. All right? Now, a couple suggestions on that is if you're photographing family members, don't use them as your test subjects because they're only going to sit there for a few minutes and then just get bored. So my recommendation is I would do it ahead of time, dial in the settings, and now you're familiar with it. And once you're familiar with it, now you have it down. Now you just bring up a family member, you set the light, snap a shot. They're going to look at that and look at you in amazement and think, wow, look how fast they were able to do that. Practice, practice, practice. This holiday season is a perfect time to get that practice in. All right? Well, guys, if you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below and let us know how we did. Now, we are sticking around for the Ask Me Anything segment that's in the link below. It's luminar.tips/AWA, Ask Me Anything. And you can follow that link into Zoom, and we'll be joining you in about 5 minutes into there. Let me put that into the chat if I can. Let's see. Here we go, luminar.tips/Ask Me Anything. All right, there you go. All right, and it's also in the link in the comments below. I hope you could join us if you're watching this live, and then we'll ask any questions pertaining to our topic and what we did today, or you could ask me any questions what you want about the upcoming Neo, about tips and tricks on editing. I'll spend about 30 minutes there talking to you. All right? Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us, and I'll see you at the next coffee break.